Why is it always the people you want the most who stayed just out of reach? Why do you fall for the distant ones, the confusing ones, the ones who give you just enough to hope, but never enough to feel safe? Why does your heart chase what your mind knows will hurt you? Welcome to the Deep Dive, the place where we uncover the psychology behind the patterns you live every day, especially the ones you don't notice. Today, you're going to learn why you keep attracting emotionally unavailable people, not by accident, not by fate, but because a hidden part of you is trying to finish a story that started long before adulthood. By the end of this episode, you'll understand the real Jungian reason you chase unavailable people, the childhood imprint shaping your attractions, why safety feels boring but chaos feels like love, and how to finally break the cycle. Let's dive in. Most people think attraction is chemistry, some magical spark, a feeling you can't explain, but Jung disagreed. He believed attraction is unfinished business, a psychological echo. You're not drawn to the person in front of you. You're drawn to the familiar wound they remind you of. Here's the strange part. The unavailable person feels like home, not because they're good for you, but because they match the emotional pattern you grew up inside. Let me paint a picture Jung would often return to. A child grows up with a parent who's physically there, but emotionally locked. They're loving one day, distant the next, warm in moments, cold in others. The child learns early. Love is unpredictable. Love is something you earn. Love is something you chase. Microhook. And here's where the damage begins. The child becomes the pleaser, the fixer, the overachiever, the one who tries harder because they believe, if I can make them love me, then I'm worthy. Fast forward into adulthood, and suddenly, the person who can't fully love you feels familiar, comfortable, magnetic, not because they're right, but because they recognizable. Jung called this pattern the shadow, the part of you formed by everything you were not allowed to feel, not allowed to express, not allowed to need. Inside that shadow lives a belief. Love must be earned. So your subconscious seeks out the exact situation where that belief can play out again. The unavailable person becomes the stage where your old wound tries to heal itself. But wounds don't heal by repeating the pain. They deepen. This is the twist most people never see. You are emotionally unavailable, just in the opposite way. You're unavailable through over-functioning, chasing, fixing. This is availability as performance, not availability as vulnerability. You pour everything into someone, so they never have to pour anything back. That's not intimacy. That's fear wearing devotion as a disguise. Have you ever met someone who was kind, stable, emotionally open, and suddenly the spark vanished? You told yourself, there's no chemistry, there's no passion, I don't feel anything. But Jung would say, that's not lack of chemistry, that's lack of trauma. Your nervous system was trained to respond to emotional danger, not emotional safety. Safety feels unfamiliar. Unfamiliar feels wrong. Wrong feels boring. Chaos feels like home. Home feels like love. Here's a microhook. Emotionally unavailable people don't just break your heart. They stimulate your brain. The unpredictability creates a dopamine loop. The highs of craving, the lows of rejection, the thrill of maybe, the obsession of almost. This is the same mechanism that keeps people gambling. You're not addicted to the person. You're addicted to the emotional roller coaster they provide. Jung believed that relationships serve one purpose above all: to show you the parts of yourself you cannot see. The emotionally unavailable person is a mirror. They reflect your unmet needs, your childhood longing, your unresolved wounds, your hidden fears of intimacy. They show you the parts of you that whisper, "I'm not enough as I am. I must work for love. I only deserve the scraps." The chase is not desire. It's the shadow screaming to be healed. You don't break this cycle by finding a different partner. You break it by becoming a different version of you. Here's how. ***1. Notice the rush. If it feels like a chase, it's not love. It's fear. ***2. Notice the boredom. If safety feels dull, it's a trauma response. ***3. Stop overgiving. Let people show their effort. Let space reveal the truth. ***4. Heal the inner child who learned that love is scarce. Because once that child feels seen, you stop chasing ghosts. So the next time you feel drawn to someone who cannot love you back, ask yourself, am I falling in love? Or am I remembering something? Because emotionally unavailable people aren't your destiny. They are your unfinished story. A story that no longer needs to be repeated, only understood.